Hello and welcome to the EDC BRZ Cup Round 1 from Trial Mounting Circuit. This is the first championship that will be taking place on GT7 from the EDC. As I said, in the end of the Le Mans race at the end of the time on GT Sport, all the stuff will be covered here on my channel because of the having to switch stuff. I have to log out of my YouTube account to log into another YouTube account, then to go to another YouTube account. It just gets tedious. So all the EDC stuff will be on Thursdays. Will be replayed on here. So just to cover that. So this car, of course, is not a BRZ. It's going to be a lap around the new trial mounting. Trial mounting has actually changed since it was last seen on GT6. They've completely reworked totally reworked the last section of the track. So we will take a pick around here while we take around one of the new cars as well, which is the Genesis X GT3 car. So just a bit bear with me while I do the usual posting to make sure everyone knows that we are live. Oop, I want to create a posting there. Post here. Sorry about that. So the grid was also messed up as well because some features are still. It's early days on this game, so a lot of features are missing. So the grid was a bit messed up. So it will be rectified for the next race, which is from Mount Panorama. So let's do a lap around Trial Mounting Circuit GT7 variant. So powering down the main straight, coming into the first corner, which is a quick left-hander and a quick right-hander. All keeping your foot down through this into the first of the many tunnels around here, which is the tunnel hairpin. Power out there. And to have a quick succession of a right-hander. Past what used to be the used to have a monkey in the tree, which is not there anymore. Now down to the back straight through another tunnel down to the twin tunnels straight. Wrenching the engine up now. More and more power before you brake. Profile last sector of the track, which is this banked hairpin first, and then through this quick S. Definitely the game design and track designers on GT definitely like their S's. Through this into another sharp right-hander, powering down to the completely profile last sector, which is left-hander with the pits on the left. Down to the final chicane. Down to the main straight. Now that. Trial Mounting. Okay, so it was 40 laps. The time of day was started in the dawn because of the things that were going on. That we didn't quite get to the things of the night, so we're tweaking the day-night cycle. It's not expecting any rain. 40 laps of the track as well. So let's go. So I'm still getting used to this. So this is the replay. And there is the little BRZ. The little BRZ that could. The BRZ is a joint effort between Toyota and Subaru. It's the BRZ. I think I'm trying to figure out what that means. I think it means boxer engine rear wheel drive Zenith. Yeah. I'm sure that's what they thought it meant. Anyway, so there's everyone in their little BRZ ST Sports 18, STI Sport 18 cars. I'll do a little bit about the cars, but of course, let's get to the replay. Leading the way was Ben. Into the first, coming now into the first corner of the sheer power of the BRZ. Second, third is Hans, fourth Sulu, fifth is Novice. Coming through the tunnel hairpin. Trying to find their way. A little bit of argy-bargy there between Winky and Pat. Down the main straight for the first time through the tunnels. Also, there's some new camera angles as well, which they've given us as well, which is nice. This is it, my new favourite camera angle. There we go. Love this camera angle. So slipstreaming off Ben to take the lead of the race is Kimster. Followed by Sulu, Nomis and Pat on the plateau. A bit of tyre screeching. Back it's me and Jiffers, the Pokemon liveried BRZ. Quite proud of my little Pokemon, with Pikachu on the front of it as well. Happy Pikachus. So through the last chicane for the first time, completing lap 1, leading is Kempster. Almost looking to get past Sulu to move up into 5th place. The Powerpuff Girl liveried car. A bit of a little bit squirrely there from Nomis. He's loses control and off he goes. The first spin of the EDC Championship is Nomis. Drops him down property damage as well, and front end damage. There's Winky. So after that spin drops Nomis back from the pack, still leading is Kimster, followed by Ben, Hans and Trebor. A little bit more of a gap further back to the battling Sulu and Pat. So Pat's trying to go on the inside of the hairpin, but Sulu slams the door on that attempt. In the background, me and Winky are closing, with Jiffers following just behind. Freeway here for second place. Hands on the inside. Dinglebong on the third. I'm going Dinglebong. It's silly. And so he's going to try and get the late braking into the last chicane. Remember who's brave hit into the last chicane. The camera angle cuts us off. Up into second place moves Ben. People has also taken advantage through the chicane, as well as moved up into third place. That drops Hands down to fourth. And it looks as though we've lost Sulu somewhere. There he is. Sulu it's a bit wrong in the, and he becomes the second crasher of the championship. And he rejoins in ninth with Nomis just behind him. Gives Plateau some breathing room as he goes wide on the fast first section of the track into the hairpin. As he followed by me. As Kimpson now starting to get away now. Posting 3-2 on the fastest lap at 2:14.306. Unfortunately, we don't have telemetry data anymore. Also, we don't have any access to the. So I don't have access to telemetry data, so I can't tell you what people's fastest laps are. The overall fastest lap now, and that's about it. So I have to. Goodman bear it while the game is in its early stages. So the battle for second place is Trebor, the last champion from GT Sport, closely followed by the last winner of the race from GT Sport, which is Ben, and we have Hands right behind. He's going to be held at the new penalty line. Waiting to give him a slap on the wrist. The Rockstar livery there on Cleto's car, followed by the Pikachu, with Jiffers just behind, and Winky. He's going to be forced to accelerate as well. He goes a bit wide with Winky, and with his own number plate as well. So 4 laps now completed. Kimster still leads this race. Is that Don? Is it Don? No, it's not Don. It's I did do my own number plate, but people clearly don't want to do their own number plates. So Trebor's now got away from Ben. He's now going to start chasing down down, keeps off the lead of the race. The penalty wasn't too serious for Hans, so it's still on the back of Ben's, so some slipstream down the main straight. Haven't really got any names for any of the corners yet around here. It's been a very long time since I've been around this track. I haven't actually driven Trial Mountain since GT5. Of course, there are other tracks coming back as well. Grand Valley is the rumours to be coming back, and Apricot Hill. Of course, the one track I'm holding out for is Midfield Raceway. Midfield Raceway is an awesome track, so that's up for 5th. Trubor now holds the fastest lap of the race. Just the leads going, so the sun's starting to peek over the hills in the number of Sierra Nevada mountains. This track is located. So I can't tell you what that type of people are doing. Just give you an average of what they're doing. Slipstream, start for 5th. Also get the time of day as well, so there you go, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Central clock, changing the gears as well. Really I think they were inspired from Monza corners there. Straight. I do love. I am going to utilise this camera angle quite a lot. I love this camera angle. The camera positioning behind the driver's head. Also get to see the gearbox, gear changes as well. So as you can see, Cletto's starting to get away. Slamming it down to 3rd gear. That's not how you change gear though. I mean, you would just change gear in a road car. You would change gear like that. It's not a sequential gearbox, for Christ's sake. Also got a nice outside temperature as well there, so it's 24 degrees. Nerds as well, and as you also get the kilometres an hour in the dashboard and how miles per hour at the bottom there. That's a lap in this camera angle. So meanwhile, up at the front is the fight for second for overall lead as they leap through the first corner there. Trubor now holding the fastest lap at 2:12.638 on the end, trying to the replay starting to get dodgy there with the still early days on this game. I do apologise for the stutter in there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It does look a bit unprofessional. Lights on, down the straight. Trubor now slipstreaming. Well, now get back for a camera angle and see if he manages to get into the lead here. He will duck out to the left. Oh, in fact, he's driving in here. Have a little look. So, there he is. Little look into the lead. For donning Lewis Hamilton's helmet there. So lead change. So Treeball takes the lead of the race. Meanwhile, Ben has managed to get away from Hand. Just picks up a 5.5 second penalty. That's going to have to be taken at the penalty line. Cleto's got clear of me. Winky and Jiffers are ding-donging around for 7th place. A little bit of paintwork and reconstruction going to be needed down on that car. Looks like it's been through the wars, it's Jiffers' car. And they're chasing hard. Hand having to take his penalty. That will promote Fletcher up to 4th. Doesn't quite lose a position to me, but it's case in 2nd. I'm starting to space out a bit now. 7 laps of 14 completed. Treeball again still holds the fastest lap. I have no idea when he set that, but he has a little bit of heather there in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I'm sure all the bluebells. Do bluebells grow in America? No. So down the straight, let's see if Kimster can get the move done to move back into the lead of the race. Treeball got it done in the down B before the hairpin, but doesn't look like as though Kimster's going to be close enough to attack this time. Stopped, it would seem. And we don't have to check pitch lanes anymore because the game now punishes you for it. So we don't have to constantly rewind for pit entries, because if you do cut the pit lane, it's a 3-second penalty. Any cutting of the pit lane, I mean, it's extremely harsh. Holding on to 8th place after his spins, not in his tradition. His tradition that he started on GT Sport, which was his recovery drive. He's maybe renowned for that. He's in full recovery mode. Those 2 tyres must be used, so it's being used. Softs are no longer available in the game, are not available in GT7 anymore. So they were in GT Sport, they're not in GT7, so it has to be a usage of either hards, mediums and softs. Car, that's a bit weird, but that's the Subaru for you. Back up the front, it's as though Treeball starting to get a bit of a lead now on Kimster. His tyres are a bit worse for wear. He's in to take championship number 10, or number 11 I think it will be for him. Out of the tunnel. Do that. Trial Mountain. Probably see more of all the classic tracks. Trial Mountain, Autumn Ring, Grand Valley. Raceway were my favourite tracks. All-time favourite was the special stage. The special stage Route 11 and Route 11 and Route 9. I think it's called. I can't remember. Route 11 was a really long one. That's been since replaced by the Tokyo Expressway tracks. Don't quite have the same fondness of those though. But holding on to 4th. Going well in 6th place there is me. The soft starting to go off. Not exactly breakaways on at the moment, but the extremely long pit lane that this track has does work very well. There's Pinky moves on to mediums. Did he start on mediums? Did he go in bits anyway? Just gonna check when he went in bits. There's the new pit thing there. I really like that. Yeah, so it was. So he's gone onto his second option tyres. So Winky's clear. Way back. Long old pit lane here. Nice cuts the last corner. So we now start on lap 9. Treeball is still leading. And still holds the fastest lap at the moment. Leaders are kind of moving away now. To stagnate now. His former teammate in the last championship, Romulan in the background there. So he's picked up a second penalty. 9th, the Winky stop. Still out in the lead is Treeball. The wind, of course, we've got a new wind indicator as well, so the winds are blowing 2.4 meters per second to the south. I wonder if that's going to affect any weather systems. Across the line to complete lap 10, 30 laps now remaining in the first of the round 1 of the BRZ Cup. Which will tell you gaps, which are eyeballing from now. This is the long queue all the way back. There's Cleto leading this, the second group of cars. With Hand just behind him, me followed by Jeffers and Nomis. That's the mid-pack at the moment. Nomis having damage on his car from his spin earlier in the race. Going into recovery mode. Speeds the BRZ's getting down there. According to that, he's using ASM. 135 miles, 133 miles an hour down to the braking point. territory. We're coming around the last chicane to complete us on lap 11. I'm sure we can start expecting people to start coming in. It's a bit different for everyone. At this point I would do some blurb around about the BRZ, but I won't. So no. So for the I have to work out some names for some of the corners as well. I'll probably do that for the next time that we come around Trial Mountain. Trial Mountain also comes in reverse, which will make the last sector, the first sector, which is would be the last sector, very interesting as you come out of that hairpin. It's normally a fast start corner, so yeah, it'll be quite interesting actually. One to think about. Let's have a look inside the beast. 11 out of 11:30. 11 laps. Time of day is working. Wish they would put the clock in a more better location, but super are stupid. We just can't build cars properly. That'd be perfectly okay if it was the 86. Anyway, Toyota now had to do a dashboard. Just saying. So Kimster, he's utilising the new livery, but he has decided to use the Gran Turismo numbers, the numbers provided. But that's why he has 86 on the back of his car. 11 laps, 12 laps to go. The gap is starting to get a bit big now back to the mid-packs. It doesn't look as though the Clinton's making any grounds on the front three. Starting to lose ground on hands and front right hand tyre is taking an absolute cooking. There's his jiffers. So Nomis has got past jiffers at some point. Where did Nomis do the move? So it looks as though he got it done. Straight. Right, Nomis moves up into 7th place. Full recovery mode initiated. He's in a field of soft runners. Well, he's on the mediums, I think. Everyone in front of him, actually, except for the front three, are on soft tyres, so his tyres will start to come into their own at this point. As the soft runners tyres starts to fall off. It's a nice feature there. Looks as though a racing line starting to materialise. That's a new feature for GT7. Didn't see that on GT Sport. It looks as though Sato's now being caught by Hans, who of course is the first victim of the penalty of the highest penalty so far delivered by the game, with a 5.5 second penalty. He's now caught up with Cleto. He also knows he's on better tyres than him, probably thanks to the penalty, and he's not British, he's Danish. Meanwhile, the Pikachu Mobile has been caught by Nomis and Jiffers. But nonetheless, into the pit lane I come, peeling off. So, gone for a minute. Has actually got past. Did actually get past? What happened here? Saw them, hands was closing, so the pack got a bit deep. Just had a better drive out of the penultimate corner into the hairpin, and it looks as though that's where he got the move done. The Jubilee peels off there, and that moves hands up into 4th place. Also move Sulu up. The Powerpuff Girls livery. He's also just cruising along. He's using mediums as well. Develop now, 13 of 40. Oh, the BRZ. Actually, I wasn't going to say anything about it, so I won't. So it's all about the GT86, which was the Toyota's revival of the A86, which was a popular tuning car, very popular with the JDM crowd, and also a highly popular drift car, the A86. GT86 was the spiritual successor, and the revival of that brand, that number. Much like the Supra, Toyota taking the easy way out and getting someone else to build the car for them. You would think being the largest car manufacturer in the world, they would actually go off their arse and do it themselves, but I guess only Honda can do it. So, and the Cleto has now come into the pits. That will move Nomis up into 5th. Winky has come out ahead of me on mediums. I'm also on medium tyres as well. I'll take my second option. Also move Sulu up as well. So it looks definitely as though the medium tyres are definitely the better tyre to choose over the soft tyre. This needs to be learned for Bathurst. Cleto exiting the pit lane. Ahead of me and Winky. Winky being held in by the penalty line, loses down into 10th. Right, back out the front we have a battle developing between Trebor and Kimpston. This is the fight for the lead of the race. The wind has, of course, changed. Yeah, it's now moving to the north. You can see that. It's now 3.2 metres per second to the north. That's a gentle breeze. Trebor took the lead a couple of laps back, and also though Kimpster's got second wind in his tyres, as his tyres are actually a lot more less warm than Trebor. Trebor's going hell for leather with his car. These kids are going to attack before the first corner. Doesn't look like it. It's absolutely hands coming into the pits. Move back up the grid. So peeling off, it looks as though Jiffers is peeling off there as well. We had the battle for first going on here, and the battle for last is also going on as well between me and Winky. Slightly old, not that old, pretty much fresh tyres. The Clito's coming into the pits again. After he forgot to change tyres. Back up to the fight for the leaders, as though the pressure from Kimpster is not too much. It seems like Trebor has managed to get away. Further back, moving off into 6th and 7th respectively, and from the people stopping as they're coming out to the pits now. There is Hans. There's Winky. The battle for the fuel gauges, well, technically we wouldn't know the things, but Kimpster has now peeled off into the first stop for his first stop on lap 15. Trebor will just carry on now. See what Ben's going to do. Ben's gone past the pit lane and he's just carrying on, as I think Mons probably will as well on lap 15. This is the battle for 6th place. Hans has just come out of the pits and is on soft tyres. Using the faster tyre, this one's gone soft, looks like. As the Ghetto exits last place. Thomas has gone into the pits, as has Sulu, so a mass stop on here as the fight for 6th is developing here. There's Hans leading that fight. It's Hans, me and Winky. And around I go, and the spin, that's not good. A 3-point turn before someone comes back, that's not exactly safe. But that was an absolute cock up on the grabbing the too much of the exit there, and around she went. Of course, if it was a Toyota, that would not have happened. But that is an absolute balls up. Well, yeah, live and learn. So Winky flashing his lights. He has tendency to do that. I don't quite know why he does that, but it's going to be quite annoying when we finally get the dark to work. So Trevor and Ben still are to stop. They're extremely long on their tyres. Kimster has now stopped and he's come out in third place, so he's got enough of a lead on Winky, who's fourth. Hands has lost control somewhere. Yes, here it is. Ooh, that's a big one. And that is not you carried the car. And yeah, that was me and Hans, they're demonstrating how you don't rejoin the track after a spin. Well, that could have been a nasty one there with Morris coming around the corner there at full tilt. He could have been collected there. So, a bit of a tut there from me and Hans. That's not how you do it. But it has put Winky into the Dizzy Heights of 4th place, so I think he's probably happy with that. Trevor is coming up to. Just ahead of him, so lap 16. He's catching up with him. So without that spin, probably would have been quite high up. That's a bit embarrassing there. But you know, poorly manufactured from manufactured suspension system. That's why Subaru don't make good cars anymore. Anyway, back up the front of the grid. Trevor is really going really long. Is he coming into the pits this time? He is not. So he's still carrying on 17. Most of the rest of the field, other than him and Ben, have actually stopped. Let's get the angle time of day from the thing. If we go on lap of our race lead, it's a little bit of a misgear change there. Early gear changed into 5th. And really early gear changed into 6th. Midday, according to that according to the clock. That's our race leader. He has Leclerc just ahead of him. Bargy there. Let's get back to the leader. Kimpston then third, Minky fourth, Mum's fifth. This is the battle for seventh. And it's put on another penalty there. Pretty sure that's another penalty as well. Oh, and another cock up by me there. Day for cock ups. Forgetting it's not a Toyota. Yeah. Anyway. So we'll smash into the wall now. That's going to take some time to repair that. There's Treeball again. He's not coming in on lap 18. He's going extremely long on these tyres. For 6th place, minus me after my cock up. Down Main Street. On that one. Who of course has spun, spun early. He has covered quite nicely to move himself into 5th place. He has Winky ahead of him, but Winky looks as though he's got to stop again. He stopped quite early. And here comes Winky. Pit lane. Nomis up to 4th. There's a battle for 5th place between the Hands and Jiffers. Treeball finally does come into the pits on lap 19. 21 laps remaining of the race. Just move Ben into the lead of the race. He's not stopping. So Ben will move into the lead of the race on lap 20. Now depends on where Kimpster half. So that's Treeball coming into service now. There is Kimpster. Kimpster of course has stopped. So we'll move him into effective 2nd place. He comes around the last chicane. Into 2nd place goes Kimpster. Still in direction now, moves to a easterly wind. I don't really care about the weather. Trouble's now exited on hard tyres. Interesting decision. Hard, of course, the slowest. Always been the slowest tyre on GT. Well, they were the slowest tyre on GT Sport. So Trouble's now soon with a decision to move on to a hard compound. 20 laps to go, and considering how he managed to let the mediums go a full distance, I think that's a one stopper from him, so he will not be coming into the pits again. Of course, he has also complied with the rules, so he has used a second compound. Kimster's used two mediums. He's used mediums at the start and he's switched to medium, so he has to move to either soft or hard himself. So let's see what Ben's going to do. I'm also comply with the rule as well. A bit of a scraping of the car there. So about the little bit of a glitch there in the system. It's Winky going around the 10th. Going around, he's doing his stuff. It's in his early days. So Kimster now takes the lead of the race. Treebor's coming round to the last chicane now. So guessing he's going to the end. Kimster going off into the first corner. So Lawrence up to third place. Jeffers, this is to fight for fourth. Worse for wear of the cars, they're taking a bit of a beating. Jeffers takes his penalty, and Ben still has not exited, and Ben has moved on to hard compound tyres as well, so that'll be him done as well for pit stops. So, interesting change of variation on GT Sport. Of course, the previous race used to be soft and super soft, so it looks as though the harder compound tyres are starting to become more useful now. So things will become more viable, particularly the hard compound tyres. I think this is the first time since covering the EDC, nobody used the hard compounds in the final 20 races of GT Sport. So interesting to see the white wall tyre come out, the Americans would say. Hardest of the compounds. So Ben has come out in the middle of the battle for fourth. He's given hands of breathing Jiffers. Treeball's now going to pursuit mode to try to chase down Kimster, who's leading this race. It's the fight for 7th place between me and Sulu after my antics in the last sector. A spin and a crash. Probably paid my chances. it sad that I know the name of all three of the Powerpuff Girls? Probably does. Versus Chipper's making a move on Ben, which is a move for 5th. And why the blue flags are waving. Everyone here is being lapped. Chipper's gets the move done to move up to 5th place. Winky is technically the last of the on the track, but I don't think he's anywhere near being lapped. It's Kimster who's leading the race. Sure why the blue flag man. When the man is waving the blue flags on the main straight, because he's got nothing else to do. Starting to get interesting now. Everyone's making their stops, and the strategy's also starting to play into account as well, with Drupal and Ben operating on one stopper. They're going to the end. To the marbles, we'll do that. Feisty. Should move on to 7th. And he does. Sideways there from Ben in the first sector. He's on the faster tyre, of course. Kim's just going to come around to completely half a second penalty. That's going to drop me off the fight for 7th place. I guess he's going to take us around on that, I think. So here we go, with our race leader, and Reeve 22. So starting to come back out again. Through the up to the hairpin, tunnel hairpin. Turn the lights off and everything. Down the main straight. 3:30 in the evening. Into the final hairpin. the reprofile part of the track. Looks as though it's public roads, but possibly be public roads because there's no public road access. I don't think it used to be public roads. Around the final chicane, cheeky look there, and comes into the line. So still leading with 15 laps to go of this first round of the BRZ Cup. Treebor's being caught by Nomis because Nomis is on a faster tyre as well. He's on medium compound tyres. Three boys just need to fight for second place. This is the fight for fourth, led by Hans, who's on soft tyres. He hasn't used his second option tyre. He was the fastest lap of the race, 2 minutes 12.638. The hard time tyres are going to start coming in now. The medium run out front start as Jefferson's tyres start to fall off. This is when Ben will start taking advantage. 94. Still chasing down Tree Warriors. Fantastic camera angle there, back to the chasing Nomis. This is the trio for fourth place. Further is the soon now clearing 7th, being 8th after my antics. Won't be repeated at the panorama, that's for sure. Particularly my unsafe return to the track now, which is reversing back across it. That's unacceptable. Shouldn't do that. So should have done it as well as Nomis came around that real he did come around there at full speed and he would have collected him because there's no ghosting, so that would have been a horrendous accident. Same thing with me. So, back up at the front, still Nomis is chasing down Treeboard, is closer and closer now for the fight for second. Nomis is now right on the tailpipe. You can see the toe, a brand on the back. Developing for fourth as Hans's tyres start to come off and softs. Jefferson's mediums will start coming in and his tyres will start falling off and Ben's tyres will start coming into play. So Nomis is going opportunity now to try to get ahead of Treebor and to put some gap on him before Treebor looking as though he's doing one stopper. For advantage of the fact that he's going to be going a lot slower. down the hairpin. Just noticed there's a cedar tree back there. They haven't grown. Have you grown a Sierra Nevada? It's Sierra Nevada, I think it's in California. No, it's Sierra Nevada is in Nevada. Stupid idiot. Yeah, Sierra Nevada with Californian trees. Well, can't say anyway. So we have two fights developing at the moment now. So this is the fight for second place. Nomis is challenging Trebor for second. He has right on the back of him now. He's going to have to slipstream down the pitch straight. There you get the move done. Yeah. This driver's got a cheeky look. He does. I did like that. And into second place goes Nomis. Was coming back. As the medium tyres doing all that he could for that attack. As Trevor's coming back, so right on the tail, he's gonna get the slipstream down the pitch straight, down the main straight, back, twin tunnel straight. That's what I'm calling it. Good exit onto the straight. This will give Trebor the slipstream to now come back at Nomis. Here he comes. He did this move earlier in the race on Kimson to take the lead of the race. He got the move done into the hairpin. Here he comes. He's not able to do it. They are cedar trees. Number should start to get away now. Trebor is not surrendering in second place. It's further back. This is the fight for fourth place between Hans and Jiffers. Hans is tired. He's still on softs. Pits, this will move Jiffers up into fourth. It's a penalty, so we'll go back to the fight for second. Rockstar liveried car from Spin. So he's not using the traditional flags. He's using the. I think that's the hockey. Yeah, I think you have to confirm that. I think that's the hockey logo for the Swedish national hockey team. 3 crowns. So Kimsa still leads. Nomis is in second place, but it looks as though Trebor's tyres, as though the best of Nomis's tyres are coming off now. As Trebor's now on his case. Trebor has his one stop in this race, by the looks of it. He came in on lap 20 and was going to the end. Made his medium tyres and the fuel tank last until lap 20. go out onto the rumble strip there, as I found out. So I put the car on the wall. We can see they put the car on the wall there as well in the new profile chicane. Fight for second place as Romulan at the slipstream as Jiffers comes into the pits on lap 29. It should be his final stop. So move Ben, who's also one stopping, up into 4th place. Back to the fight for second place. This in between Nomis and Trebor. Trebor, the final champion of the EDC's races on GT Sport, which was the first coverage of racing I've done in a while on here. As into second place he will move. Should start coming back. We'll get the slipstream towards the end. We'll have to do the old switcheroo and take back second place if he gets the braking right. Number 2. So a dangerous release on the line there from Jiffers. Oh yeah, that was an unsafe release there. Oh dear. That could have collected hands. He really came out of the pit lane 4 weeks in there. It was not safe at all. That was definitely a no-no. But of course it's a checkered line, so you can do that, but I think that's basic racing courtesy. You don't do that while someone's coming down the straight, particularly even though they're coming. But, yeah. So Winky is up into 7th place at the moment. Winky, of course, was the earliest of the stoppers. I mean, he really stopped very early. We believe that Trebor and Ben are going to the end. One stopper. Kimpster and Nomis are only doing 2 stoppers. They're doing 3 stoppers. So those are the best of the tyres from Nomis have started to fall off now. There's no Trebor starting to get a little bit of a gap now. As Pat comes in for his final stop. So yeah, everyone else is on 3 stops, doing 2 stops at least. He's the only one doing a 3. Kempster comes into the pits from the lead of the race. Trebor there is coming around the S's up to the top section now. So you have to try to be as quick a stop as possible to get out ahead of Trebor and Nomis. But they also have to try and cut off Ben as well, who, as Nomis peels off into for his final stop, 10 laps to go. So where's Kipster's car? still not into the service just yet, as the pit crew not twiddling their thumbs, waiting for it to arrive. There's a GoPro B hero there, so this is the stop. Here it comes. Go hoist up now. So where is Ben? So Treeball takes the lead of the race. That's Treeball into the lead. So here is Ben. Ben coming around the penultimate corner. He has a penalty which is going to aid into. He's going to push into Kimster's advantage here. Here comes Ben. Pinning into the pits comes not some Sulu. So Sulu stopped as well. So Kimster is exiting the pit lane. Ben now being held by the penalty line. That's going to decelerate him for a little bit, and that means Kimster moves into second place. Ben unable, that penalty holding him back just a bit, so he's now going to have to go in full chase mode. But Kimster is now on a very fast tyre, so perfect stop from Kimster. That moves him into second place, and there's 9 laps to try to track down Treeball. As for Ben, those penalties picked up has affected him. Again, he seems to be much like in the races in the Great Freeze on the end of GT Sport. He just was unable to handle the traffic when he came out. He is holding on to third place. Which will be podium 102. Will it be as Nomis is now? He's now come out on his soft tyres. He's just coming onto the main straight. Ben just ahead. So it's going to all kick off now. Tripple's on his medium tyres. He's hands now on fresh medium tyres. Sulu's on softs, back onto softs as well. Winky's stopping again. That will mean that Winky will be as the race leader. He's now a lap down. Only 9 laps remaining on the race. So, kicking off now. 8 laps remaining. Treeball leads. Gets a bit wrong there. On that, he's being chased rapidly by Kimster. He's just coming around the tunnel hairpin. Ben's going to have to go full defensive mode as well, as he's being chased by Nomis. So. Positions are still to play for. Fight for 5th. This is between Jiffers and Hans after Jiffers crossed the pit lane right exit right ahead of Hans. I mean, it was very unnecessary. Nobody else done that into the thing. I mean, it was clearly uncalled for. It is what it is. Body roll of the BRZ in full motion there. Back up the front, 8 laps remaining. Treeball leading, but he is being clawed in by Kimster. Kimster is on a mission to win his first race in a while in the EDC. The sun's starting to set on this race, as it is starting to set on this track. So there is Treeball. Winky is a buffer between him and Kimpster. Kimpster is on fast tyre and rapidly closing in. As he's posted the fastest lap of the race at 2:11.938. Ben's also going to be in defensive mode as Nomus is full recovery after his initial spin at the start. Hasn't really come back to haunt him. But could he get a podium out of it? Fight for fifth. It's in full swing as well. Sulu's going to start trying to join in on this action as well. With 7 laps left in this race, it's all starting to nicely boil over. There's the fight for 8th place as well. That's between me and Cleto. Winky's still there as well. He doesn't want to. Started on lap 6 laps remaining of this first round 1 of the BRZ Cup for Trial Mountain Circuit. We'll be back next week. We'll be at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, Bathurst. Trip out to Australia. And all of the hairpin there, race leader. This is the freeway battle for 5th. Hans has taken it. See what happened here. See where Hans managed to get it done. So it's down the straight. Do the cheeky look. Started up with a cheeky look, but into 5th place goes Hans. The man with the biggest advantage here is Sulu, who is of course on the soft tyres. He has full advantage here, much younger, soft tyres as well. Fight for 5th place, so it's all lots to be done here. Round 1. Out of the slipstream comes Sulu, being pushed into the barrier there. There'll be much room down to the first corner. Something's going to have to give here. Jiffers, a little bit of contact between Jippers and Hans. Contact, pushes Hands out wide. He has to try and do some correcting. Thanks, Sulu. doing his elbows out tonight. At the front, it does Kimpster have enough laps to change down Treeball for the race win. 5 laps left. Monkey's trying to unlap himself. Kimpster trying to lap him. There's Ben and Nomis in the fight for third. Sulu has moved up into. So he passed Jiffer's wet. This is incident into the what used to be a monkey, not there anymore, and a collision with a wall, and that moves Sulu up into 5th place. Should move him up into 8th. Now, the latest he possibly can. Cut open into 8th he will go. Hands it up past Jiffers. You'll find that move. It's probably down to straight after Sulu put the move. So after Sulu put the move on. Jiffers, nice connection in the matrix there. So Jiffers full position there really. And that is and moved into the 6th place. Continues his chase of Ben, just ahead of him there. With 5 laps remaining. Kimpster looks as though he might run out on laps to try to chase down. Just don't think he's going to have the. So the half trap has now disappeared. It's disappeared. But we know the fastest lap was was Kimpster. So Treeball still wins this race. Monkey's trying to unlap himself. Ben's going to try and go in defensive, full defensive from Nomis, you can see down there on the tunnel. Hans and Jiffers are already having their ding dong, exchanging door handles and wing mirrors for the fight for 5th and 6th, or for 5th. But Sulu's now got clear of that fight and has moved ahead of them and away. So he looks as though he's got 5th place secured. Pat has now got away from me. Gears there. Not sure what's going on there. I think I've messed around trying to look at the clock. You definitely see the sun is setting. So 4 laps remaining. Of this race. Treeball leads. Kimpster is 2nd. Ben is 3rd, but for how much longer, as there is Nomis closing in, pulling him in. advancing novice. He's recovered so well from his spin. Zulu, who started last, has moved into a very good 5th place as Hans and Jeffers continue their fight for 6th place. So I have surrendered the fight for 8th place from Pat. Plateau. It's a bit difficult. No, I should be able to. Yeah, it's all early days. But at least I'm not that. So Winky, we haven't been looking much at him. He's here in 10th place. He's done the most pit stops. He's now being blue flagged because Kimster's closing. There is Kimster fighting 2nd place. So Norris has actually moved into 3rd place. So we'll have to see where his move was. I was concentrating too much on down the main straight. Hard compound tyre versus soft compound tyre. The soft compound tyre was just too much. Into 3rd place moves Nomis. So a fantastic recovery drive from him. Into 3rd place. But his tyres will he have used too much of his tyres to catch Ben. There are 3 laps remaining of this race. Unresolved is the positions. Is the fight for 5th, as though the best of Sulu's tyres are now starting to go off, as now the medium compounds behind him are now chasing him back and pulling him back up. That's Hans and Jiffers. This is the fight for 5th. The fight we thought was over. It's not over just yet. This man's got a 2nd wind. Jiffers has picked up a penalty which will put him out of contention for a little while. So he will have to serve that penalty as soon as he comes around this corner onto the penalty line, and that will hold him now. There it is. It won't. It will hold him at some point. It will hold him the next lap. So he will have to serve that. He must have done it before the interaction of the line. So Norris now starting to get away from Ben. Shows the difference in performance between the softs and the hard compound tyres as Nomis disappears down the line. I think Truba has done enough though. 2 laps now remain of this race to fend off the advancing Kimster. I think Kimster's tyres are going to be able to aren't going to hold on to be able to take the lead, take the win. Good performance nonetheless from pole position. Sulu has now gone away again from Hans. They got close, but Sulu just been able to hold on to this 5th place. What's going on just behind? Kato and me. Pikachu and Bill will be starting 2nd next week at Bathurst. And it will be night at Bathurst, I can assure you that. because it's a 24-hour circuit. Tyres have definitely gone off. He's been caught by Kimster. Blue flags are waving. Spin. As soon as he takes the RAC livery off, he has to do a recovery drive. And my spins, of course, cost me. Should be where Sulu is. Smash into the wall and. An epic spin and having to reverse the car back twice didn't really help me out there at all. So it's all about having to just concentrate and drive the car properly. But take nothing away from a race winner. The would-be race winner there is Kimster. Penultimate lap of the race. Which is now on Winky's tail. Winky will have to move. No, he's now picking up a penalty. I'm not sure why Winky's not moving out of the way. Not sure his 2-second penalty even was for. Actually tell you what you pick out for. No, I'm not sure where you picked up a 2-second penalty for. Well, you picked up a 2-second penalty. Is it giving him for non-blue flags? I'll have to ask him. We'll see if he gives another penalty because he's got Kimster right on the back of him. He'll give him another penalty. If he gives another penalty, then start punishing ignoring blue flags, which is interesting. Which reality should actually happen, and they should really be ignoring blue flags. Winky's in forward acknowledgement that they don't exist. Kimster now. He's off and he's now lapped. The fight continues. This is renewing the fight for 5th place between Hans and Sulu. I think Sulu might have covered off the attack. Coming around the penultimate corner, Kimster is now free of Winky. He's now going to go and start trying to chase down Treble for the win of this race, but I don't think he's got enough time. Ahead of him is me, but I don't think I'm remotely going to be in any danger here. Going a lap down. Clifford's having his penalty, he's fallen off the fight for 6th place. So does Kimster have enough in those tyres and to be able to chase down Treewater, who has one-stopped this race? We'll find out. The only person ahead, he's got me ahead of him. I don't think he's going to catch up, so I won't be affecting the result of this race. So I'll go for potato. Romulan secured third place, it would seem. I don't think Ben's tyres are going to be able to give him the pace to chase down. He has secured fourth. And check out the fight for fifth. Sulu's tyres start to go off. Back up at the front, top of the track, there is Treebor. Just behind him, we can hear his engine, is Kimster, just coming into the hairpin now, into the final, into the Cheddar Tree hairpin. Through the S's. There is Treebor, you can now see the lights. Just see Kimson in the background coming through the final chicane to take the first win on GT7 is Treebor. He's one stop this race and made it to work. And the other person did a one stopper was Ben, and it didn't quite come off for him. He came out in traffic and that didn't help, but across the line to take win, and the first win of the EDC BRZ Champion Cup is Treebor. He will win the race. Pimster will come across in second place. Winky also would have finished as well. Nomis coming after his spin on a recovery. Come through the final chicane to complete a fantastic recovery and a well-deserved third place. Around the final corner. Up to the checkered flag for third place. Across the line he comes. Ben comes home in fourth. Traffic causing him hassle. Sulu, who came across the battling Hands and Jiffers, able to better them, or because of his better them because they constantly took chunks out of each other, will come home in fifth place, including himself putting it in the wall as well. A nice recovery from him, and he comes home in fifth and scrapes the final barrier just for a good measure. Comes home in fifth place. Hands comes home in sixth, as Jiffers will come as finishes in seventh place. As darkness starts to descend on the track, across the line in eighth place comes Nicleto. And to round out the final positions, here I come in ninth place. Winky finishes in 10th, one lap down. Spins and crashes, costing me. So that is the end of the race. And there is the final standings as well, thanks to the race. It does in there. So Treebor wins, Kimster second. Nomis third. Fourth is Ben, fifth is Sulu, sixth is Hands, seventh Jiffers, eighth Nicleto, ninth me, and Winky in 10th place. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well, and I will join me next week for round number 2 from Australia as we head to Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, Bathurst, to take on the Mountain. Thank you very much. Ciao for now.